Since 1967, the Open Space Council has organized Operation Cleanstream, and now, entering its 53rd year, it has become one of the country's largest and longest-running river restoration projects. The third week of August, volunteer groups of all ages and backgrounds will take to the Merrimack River and its tributaries by boat and by land to work to undo damage caused throughout the year by flooding, careless littering, and unlawful dumping. With 500 miles of waterway to clean, we would love for you to join us, but before you do, there's just a few tips to keep in mind. Our first and foremost concern is with your safety, and this year, due to COVID-19, we've implemented specific procedures to ensure that everybody is able to safely and comfortably participate in Operation Cleanstream. Primarily, this year's cleanup event will not have any large group gatherings, so this means there will be no group picnics, and volunteer groups must only consist of individuals from the same household. Given the individual nature of this year's event, volunteer groups are able to participate in the cleanup at any time that works best for them between August 15th and 23rd. While performing your cleanup, we encourage volunteer groups to maintain social distancing from any non-household member. And if your volunteer group is to encounter a large crowd, it might be in your best interest to return to the site for the cleanup at a later time. Lastly, we strongly encourage all volunteers to wear masks or other personal protective equipment at all times and to sanitize or thoroughly wash both your hands and equipment frequently. If you or someone you live with has been in contact with someone with COVID-19, or if someone in your household is at high risk for COVID-19, then we ask that you do not participate in this year's Operation Cleanstream. You can find our complete list of safety practices for this year's event on our website, openspacestl.org/OCS. When planning your cleanup, remember there is a chance you will get wet, so dress accordingly and for your safety, wear closed-toed shoes. We also recommend packing a first aid kit and a dry pair of clothes to change into at the end of the day. Finally, flash floods may occur, so check with the canoe livery near your put-in point to find out the river conditions. Safety is our number one concern, so please use your best judgment with both the water levels and the weather.
When on the water, you should always wear a life vest. It is the law. We encourage volunteers to participate with a buddy in their household. However, if you do participate in this year's event alone, make sure you confirm your plans with a friend or family member. Make sure someone knows where you are and when you plan to return. Contact 911 with any emergency situations.
If you plan to split up from your main group, always go with a partner and let somebody in the main group know where you are going and when you will return. During Operation Cleanstream, you'll be removing a large amount of debris from the river and the surrounding watershed, so it is important that you locate your designated trash drop-off points ahead of time. This is an example of a map that all volunteers will receive based on the site you choose. On this map, the red squares with T on them are dumpsters meant for tires, and the yellow squares with the W are dumpsters meant for general waste. All trash, tires, and metal will be picked up from these points only. And please make sure to keep trash and tires separate when depositing them at the designated drop-off points. While collecting, make sure to not overload your canoe. If you are unsure if you can take another piece of trash, leave it and come back when your canoe is emptied to avoid tipping. Should you come across any hazardous waste, such as needles, gas tanks, medical waste, chemicals, sealed containers, or batteries, make sure you do not pick them up and to alert the Open Space Council by phone at 314-835-9225. Don't forget to stop and enjoy the river along the way, and you are welcome and encouraged to snack and stay hydrated the whole time. However, alcohol is discouraged from the event and should only be consumed afterwards. If you are in a canoe and are taking a break, secure it to avoid losing your ride and store the paddles in the bottom of the boat. But remember, while the river and streams are public land, there may be private land on either bank, so be sure to respect those people's property and do not trespass. After all, it is against the law. If a landowner asks you to leave, move downriver and vacate the area immediately. We hope to see you at this year's Operation Cleanstream. For any more information or to sign up, visit openspacestl.org/OCS. We'll see you on the river.